Welcome to another wonderful, exciting edition of Third Eye Visions Unlimited Holistic Journey. I'm Jasan of Third Eye Visions Unlimited, holistic minister, and we help with educating people on how to heal their bodies and become their own healthcare providers. We're joined here today with one of our clients, Mahogany, who will be sharing her journey with the use of our Fibroid Buster Kit, as well as how she's been able to use that and educate others. So thank you for joining us, and we'll look forward to a wonderful time with you, Mahogany. Thank you for joining us. Now, you purchased not too long ago our Fibroid Buster Kit, and you followed the regimen. Will you please share with us and the listening audience how that's affects your life in a positive way?
Okay, well, at this point, I am 98% fibroid free. After
Wonderful.
having about 14 pounds of fibroids in 2009 and having surgery to have them removed, I then had to go through like it's really invasive, and it was something I didn't want to do, but it ended up happening. At the time, no one taught me how to heal myself. No one told me anything about any natural medicines or anything like that. So, I just did whatever medically my doctor said to do, because of course that's what they get paid to do.
Right.
So it got to the point where and it had a lot to do with my eating. I found out later. I ended up having them grow back 3 years after they were removed surgically, because my diet didn't change and nothing about the way that I actually cared for myself changed. So then a friend had also mentioned at the time to she said, well, start doing plant-based, start eating natural, stop eating the fast food, and they started to shrink slowly. But then I would always fall back in and eat something I shouldn't have or get back into the regimen. But at the point where I came in contact with your product, they were suggesting that I have surgery again, because they said that they were going back and they were getting bigger. So I did a 30-day regimen, did a strictly plant-based diet, and now they're not there.
Right. So this Fibroid Buster Kit basically showed up at a point in your life where you were like at an impasse.
Exactly.
You're about to be suggested another surgery.
Exactly.
And this product, along with the instructions on how to eat a plant-based diet, basically was able to shrink and eliminate the fibroids from your system.
Yes.
How radical is that?
It was amazing. It was actually really something that I didn't think could happen. And then it just shows that, at a time where I am at the age that I am and not having any children, that these people were attempting to take my womb from me, because after the second surgery, that's the only other option if they grow back.
Right.
So I fought with it for a while, because the healing process is ridiculous. I suffered over 300 stitches during after the surgery, and you have portions of your body that are removed that never settle back into place. Correct. I just didn't want to do it again. So at that point, I was willing to pretty much try anything that wasn't surgery, and this is what came into my path.
As far as the size of the fibroids, can you give us an idea how big they were and the process that they came out, the elimination process?
Okay. Well, when I initially had them removed surgically, they were mostly large tangerine and cherry tomato size. So the ones that had grown back were still around cherry tomatoes, some as big as maybe a tennis ball. And when I would, during the Fibroid Buster Kit, I would have light spotting on a couple of days, but nothing major, nothing urgent. And then during my cycle, the actual fibroids themselves, or the masses, would pass, if it was clotting.
Like blood clots. Like
exactly.
Clots. Okay.
Exactly. But they were way darker than anything I had seen before.
Right.
And so they basically, because it's such a hard mass,
Right.
by the time they were being eliminated, they weren't as dense anymore. So I would pass them during the cycle. During my cycle, it would be a little longer. Instead of being the regular 4 days, it was more like 7. But after the 7, that was it.
So the overall amount that you had originally, you would say how many pounds was probably, did they give you an idea?
Originally, after surgery, before surgery 1, I had about 14 pounds of them.
Wow.
When they grew back, I had roughly about 4.
Okay, so about 4 pounds was eliminated with this kit by being dissolved and passed out through your cycle. And basically, was it very painful process? So
it was just like any normal menstrual cycle. It was no cramping, very pressure because, of course, your body is passing something, but nothing that I couldn't deal with or nothing that is extremely painful or harmful.
Okay, well, that's good to know, because that way people can, your testimony is letting them know this is similar to the CPLS. This is a smooth move. It's not something they need to fear as far as pain. The process works by beautifully and calmly dissolving the fibroid mass or cysts or tumors, because this same kit works for all of those, and eliminating them during your cycle.
Yes.
And so, wow, so 4 pounds of actual fibroids got eliminated. So this is wonderful. I'm glad you're sharing this. Now, as far as the dietary regimen that you followed along with this, can you explain
I
that
definitely took the recommendation of a plant-based diet. I felt like if I was doing something natural for the body, it would be best to eat natural for the body. So it was really strict. It was an adjustment, but it was something I knew that I had to do for my health. So.
Right, and at the end, based on the results, it was definitely worth it.
It was definitely worth it.
Okay,
So
we're glad that we're here to provide for you and other women natural solutions to save your womb, because that's one of the pillars of education here at Third Eye Visions Unlimited. About 80% of all our clients are women, and we take pride in educating women on how to save their womb, come back into their divine feminine power, because no nation can rise higher than the stand of his woman. So you are another shining example of someone who's followed the process, who was determined, was also open-minded to look outside the box and avoid going under the knife, and did it the natural way. So this kit, would you recommend this to other women who are going through similar problems like fibroids, cysts, tumors, and so forth?
Whenever I can let somebody know, because people are very unaware. And I think that, it's just a matter of people knowing exactly what it is that they're putting into their bodies. Nothing is really out here to help us except for things of this nature. So any opportunity I have, anytime a woman is saying that she has any feminine problems or issues, I'm always the one to open the conversation and ask her how. Like, I've given your phone number out so many times.
Thank you for that.
Just because I know it helps and I know it works.
So we definitely advise anyone who's having any female reproductive issues, whether it's fibroids, cysts, tumors, endometriosis, or even just when I have a happy cycle, the Fibroid Buster Kit from Third Eye Visions Unlimited is here. It's testimonially proven to be effective. So you can contact us at 615-604-4074 or log on to thirdeyevisionsunlimited.com and get your Fibroid Buster Kit today. Thank you very much for coming out and sharing your testimony with us.
Thank you.